Knowing what to bring with you to the range to make the most of your time can be challenging, and keeping everything organized so that you don't forget anything can be hard too. In this video, I'm gonna show you everything that I keep in my range bag and how I organize it. Our sponsor for today's video is Locked In Grip Liquid Shooting Chalk. Locked In Grip keeps your hands free of moisture while providing a great connection to your firearm during training. I tend to get sweaty hands when I train, which causes me to get a blister right here. Locked In Grip makes a huge difference in my connection to the gun, and I never go to the range without it. Check them out at lockedingrip.com. What is up, guys? Will Workman here with Workman Protection, here to give you the skills, the tools, and the mindset to protect yourself and your family. Today, I wanted to show you everything that I keep in my range bag, all the cool gadgets and gear that I have that I bring with me every time I go to the range. So let's dive right in. All right, guys, so first up is the bag itself. And this one was sent to me by Gritter, I guess is how you say it, G-R-I-T-R.
Let's have a spelling contest.
This company reached out to me, said, hey, can we send you a free bag to try out? I said, sure, why not? I was pretty skeptical because I hadn't heard of them before, but honestly, like I'm very impressed with this bag. It's super durable. The zippers, the stitching and everything seems to be really well made, and I really like it. One of the things I love about it is it's got all of these outside pockets, and then it's got this big Velcro piece on top so that you can stick all of your patches there, which I really like. So this is the main pocket, and I love this double zipper design. Before we get right into it, if you are new to concealed carry, then I want to give you something that will really help you out, and that is my free guide to concealment. This is basically everything that I wish I knew when I first started carrying a gun, and I want you to have it for free. So check that out in the description down below. The first thing I've got in here is my trauma medical kit. Now, the reason that this one is right on top is this is the first thing that goes on me at the range. So as soon as I get to the range, I'm taking this out of the bag, I'm sticking it on the back of my belt. I've got one on my ankle for me, but especially if I'm shooting with a friend or I'm teaching a class or anything like that, this is just a secondary trauma medical kit, an IFAK. This one's from Mountain Man Medical. Highly, highly recommend them. If you need a good trauma kit, then check them out in the description. All right, next up, I've got my ear protection. These are Walkers. And they're really nice. I like them. These are electronic earmuffs, which essentially means that you put them on and you flip this little switch there and it cuts out any loud, harmful sounds while still allowing you to have conversations with people. Just cuts out sounds that are higher frequency and damaging to your hearing. So those are really nice. I'll link all this stuff in the description down below as well. And then this is just secondary ears. These are not a very nice pair, honestly. They're Walker as well, but I think these were like, I don't know, 60 bucks. These were maybe 25.
Wow! That's a low price!
Got these at Walmart. These are for my daughter, and they're fine for what they are. If you just shoot for half hour at a time or something, they're not bad. They're electronic as well. They're just not as clear as these. They're not quite as comfortable. I guess you get what you pay for, but they're kind of my secondary in case these die or somebody else needs an electronic pair. They'll work just fine. Next up is my eye protection, and I've got several different options in here. Honestly, I'm not thrilled with any of them. I'm kind of a cheapskate, so these are just really cheap, like Amazon protective glasses. And honestly, I should probably have some better eye protection. You guys can crucify me in the comments for that.
You should be ashamed of yourself. The idea.
These are like a sunglass pair of protective glasses. I like those a lot. And then this is my blue gun in a Henry holster. I really like having this with me if I'm shooting with a friend or doing a private coaching session or teaching a class or anything like that. They sent me a few of these different ones to try out, and I use this one primarily with my blue gun. This is just a piece of plastic. It's the same size and shape as my Glock 19. But it's just a piece of plastic, so we can point it all over the place, and I can give demonstrations when I'm showing people how to grip or how to draw their gun, and they can stand right in front of me because it's not a real gun. And I keep this holster with it so that I can just take my holster off, throw this bad boy on, and do some demonstrations and training with that. And then I've also got an extra Filster Enigma, and then this is attached to a Henry holster. Henry Holster sent me this one as well. You guys know that I carry the Filster Enigma every day. Mine is the light bearing Enigma in the Henry holster. This is just an extra Enigma, and I like to keep this in my bag just because the Enigma is gaining a lot of popularity, but most people haven't seen it or been able to try it on or play around with it. So I keep this one in here simply for family, friends, and students to try out. This holster is for the Glock 19. It's actually the same holster, just on the Enigma. So it'll fit that blue gun just fine as well. So they can put it on and just try out the Enigma. Next, I've just got some cheap targets. I honestly don't use these much at all. These have been in my range bag for probably 2 years now. But in case I forget targets or just need an extra little target or something, I've got these handy. Next up is just some extra ammo. This is 100 rounds of 9mm just blazer ammo, target ammo. So if I've got some extra, I'll keep them in this big part of the bag. If I have like 1,000 rounds for a class, then obviously I'll keep that in a big ammo can. And then beef jerky, because you can't go to the range without a snack. Beef jerky's not bad for you. It's high in protein, so that's good stuff. Good. And then this whole little bag on the inside that all of this was in actually slides out, which is pretty cool. It's just kind of a little extra bag that you can carry around if you just have a few things in there and you want to take it down range, so that's pretty cool.
Not too often do you get all this neatness in one location.
In the front of my bag, I've got my shot timer. So this is a Range Tech shot timer. I really like this one. The reason I've got the tape on the top here is because this is the speaker here and it's really loud, which is great. But during dry fire, I do my dry fire at 5:30 in the morning. I know, I'm crazy.
Good Lord.
But my family's still asleep, and so I take this tape and just stick it over top of that speaker so that it's not super loud, but I can still hear it in dry fire. But when I'm at the range, of course, I take it off. I love this one because it connects to your phone through Bluetooth. This is my favorite shot timer that I've used. You can store all of your data on there so you can keep track of what your draw to first shot time was, what your build drill time is. You can change all the settings to all kinds of different drills. So I love this thing. Again, if you need a good shot timer, check them out in the description down below. All right, next up, I've got this cool gadget. This thing is awesome. This is a ear clip. It's from Ready Up Gear. And essentially it goes on your belt. It just slides down on your belt. And then it has a magnet that opens up. So when you open it, then your ears can just slide right down on it, and that closes so that your ears are hanging off your belt and they're right there handy, easy to get off. Really cool gadget, and they're super cheap, so I'll link them in the description as well. And then I've got 2 spare mags. These I just keep in my range bag because they just have target ammo in them. They're not the ones that I carry every day. I'd honestly like to have about 8 more. There are more pouches for that in this bag. And then this is just some 22 ammo for when I'm teaching classes or my daughter's shooting or something like that, and I've got that in there. Inside of here, there's a couple zipper pouches. So this one, I have just some spare ammo. In here is kind of all the helpful backup stuff. Batteries for my red dot, charger for my Mantis. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Little packets of sunscreen, clips to hold targets in place, things like that. Some permanent markers to mark on targets or to take notes or write down times and things like that. On the side here, this is kind of all my maintenance and cleaning stuff. Just a little skill tool set. It's basically just, it's old and rusty too, but it's just a screwdriver with a ton of different heads so that you can change those out. And then this is my Ready Up Gear cleaning kit. Guys, I love this thing. Definitely more videos to come on this. It's really simple. It's basically just a pistol cleaning kit. You got a bottle for cleaning solution, a bottle for oil, and then of course all your brushes and everything. It's got like a little toothpick like thing so that you can move parts around or push out pins or anything like that. Cleaning swabs, all of that fun stuff. I love this cleaning kit. Rags for cleaning as well if something needs to be oiled or wiped down. On the outside right here is my locked-in grip. This stuff is really, really cool. It's essentially liquid chalk. Brian and Shelly Hill came up with this product, and it's specifically for shooters. When you're training with your handgun and your hands get sweaty or you get a little blister or anything like that, throw this stuff on and it will not necessarily dry your hands out, but just give your hands like a grippy texture, and it keeps the gun from slipping around in your hands and really helps you get a good firm grip. So it's really good stuff. Usually when I get there, I throw on my trauma kit and I grab my locked-in grip and I just clip that onto my belt so that I have it with me. In this pocket, I've got just some extra earplugs. These I typically use for students just because if I'm teaching a class with 10 or 20 people, I don't have enough electric earmuffs for everybody, so I just have these cheap earplugs. This is my Mantis. This thing mounts on the bottom of your handgun. It comes with an app and it connects to your phone through Bluetooth, and it has a ton of different drills, a ton of different data points to look at speed, accuracy, muzzle movement, trigger pull, your grip. It's really incredible what this thing can do. I did a whole video on the Mantis system, so check that out after this one, but this is one of my favorite range gadgets. If you really want to improve your skills, this thing is 100% worth it. Hops oil, just some extra to throw on inside my gun if it needs it. All right, let's flip over to the other side. In here, I've got this really cool thing that my old job, the good old Virginia Department of Juvenile Justice, gave me at a training conference. A bunch of bottles that, like, one is hand sanitizer, sunscreen, insect repellent, aloe, I guess. This is really cool because it's really small and it just fits inside my bag. I can't link it in the description because it's not for sale. I got it for free. Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry.
Handful of dummy rounds in here just to practice malfunction drills or let students kind of train with loading mags and racking the slide and things like that. A little box of 223 ammo. I don't shoot my rifle often, but got this in there just in case. Off-brand Leatherman multi-tool. So guys, that's what I keep in my range bag. I keep everything organized in the separate pouches so that everything has a place and I know where it is so I can make the most of my time at the range. If you gain value from this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe down below for more concealed carry education. Until next time, be alert, stand firm in your faith, be strong, be courageous, and let all that you do be done in love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.